Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope that you are doing fantastic. If you're new, I'm not churchy or religious or Jewish, but I am of a Hebraic descent, and I do keep the covenant with Jehovah, and today's the Shabbat. And if you don't know what that is, that's just a Sabbath, and we just rest upon the Sabbath day, and we don't do any kind of housework or anything like that. We just keep our mind upon Jehovah always. But anyway, I tell why I use the name of Jehovah, because it's found in the tarot. That's down below. The scripture is found in the tarot, and I've proven it on my channel. So if you didn't know, now you know. So anyway, if you stay, you stay. If you don't, then you don't. Thanks for checking me out for a second. So if you are new, I do feel the energy, and sometimes it's real intense. And we have real talk here on my channel. We look at moral law. We look at all kinds of stuff on my channel. We don't hold back, and we fix it, okay? Because we're dealing with spiritual matters here on this channel. And we're not fighting against one another, although people are opened up to some stupid, and they don't have an understanding of why certain things are happening around them spiritually, and so it puts you and I in a place where we have to attack it by way of the Spirit to get our land healed and stuff like that. So anyway, this is kind of what my channel is about. So you'll learn me as we go. If you do, stay. If you don't, then thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't already clicked off, this is where you'll click off, and we'll get started on the reading. Those of you who are returning back, welcome back, guys. Thanks for being a part of this channel. And those of you who are just recently clicked onto the channel, I just want to say thanks for finding interest in me, and to all of you all, because I couldn't do this channel without each other, really. And so anyway, welcome, and welcome back to those of you who have been with me for the long haul. I appreciate you all so very much. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. I hope it's fantastic for you. And if it's an anniversary for you and your love, I hope it's fantastic. Some people are dealing with some heartache, and I send you love and light. I know that because of what's been coming out on the table. Especially last night in the video that I did, it was major energy coming out. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started here and see what's going on. There is a judgment being made within some situations, and anyway, I know that because I did the Shabbat reading, and if you are new and you want to watch the Shabbat reading for today, the High Arcana can be found within Psalms 119, and so today I just took the High Arcana and we read the Tet came out, which is the Hermit energy, which goes back to talk about I put a judgment on something. But that's a counselor, that's a lawyer, that's somebody who's got high volume wisdom that'll go within. That's older people for some people and things like that. So anyway, so a judgment is here. The justice really wants to come out. It came out yesterday and twice in one reading, and there was all kinds of stuff in that reading. There's truth and clarity about messages and traveling and things like that. Cupid's arrows are here, and 3 swords. Like I said, you know, some people are really dealing with some heartache and third parties and things like that. I send you love and light. And excuse me. And anyway, contractual things within some type of fast communication and traveling and things like that. People going through divorces or going within to put a judgment on something that has been deceptive for some of you all, because the scales, if they're not balanced, people, we're told that that's an abomination to the Most High. And if we're not walking in truth, that's an abomination to the Most High. And this is fast communication, and, you know, being hasty. We're supposed to be quick to hear and slow to speak, okay? And some people got caught up in some stuff, and then they had to be quick and hasty about what they did and where they went and how they tried to hide something and how they did whatever they did. And now they're spent from within, really, and there was a snake in the basket somewhere, and that's what Jehovah was showing today. So we have the letter K here, and somebody is trying to make a fair and just decision. If you go within, you will find the answer to whatever you need. There's great sadness here, and there's a time to heal and to forgive yourself or to forgive others, whatever role that you're playing. It is a process, and I get that. And sometimes it takes quite a while for somebody to finally release something and to, you know, put a judgment on something. And it's hard. Just make sure that you go through the process, okay? If you stay there in bitterness, it's going to eat you in the end, okay? Because nobody's perfect, people. Nobody. Some people got different types of consequences, but everybody's gone through something, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's going on with this. Let me move this over here, out of the way so that I can just refer to it. So third parties, heartaches, events that are happening in really fast ways. There's a lot of things going on at once. It says today's date for the Cardinal Fixed and Mutable sign readings. If you missed those are down below. They end today. And we did have, we had the stalemate card being crosswayed for all 3 days. We had the hasty person, which was the knight of fire, or rods, or wands, and that's just real quick moving. That's also a departure card. That's a lover card, in and out, kind of a player type of energy. And there's the Empress again. She can show herself again. And the Emperor and the Empress, they've really been showing themselves the last 3 days. We know that there's pregnancy situations. You know, I was thinking today that around the Christmas season, the holidays and Hanukkah and all that kind of stuff, and New Year's, and everybody was, you know, traveling and doing what, those of you who did travel and stuff like that. I was remembering today that, you know, Yoga was bringing it back up into my remembrance that there were hidden children. And now that information is really coming out, and people do know that there's people that's got pregnant and some things like that from those third parties. Y'all remember me saying that when Jehovah told me that when we see the Temperance card, because that's the letter Noon, that's the pictograph of the sperm, that's the husband, that's also protection and travel energy as well. And Jehovah had told me that, you know, that when we see that, there's children being, you know, because that's a new generation being birthed, being conceived, and things like that. And we've really been seeing children and stuff coming out. And around that time frame when I was doing those readings, I think it was for the Sagittarius season that I did not unlock. I believe it was the Sagittarius season that I did not unlock those videos. But just about every single sign that I did for the Sagittarius season, there were hidden children everywhere. A lot of hidden children, and some hidden children that have died, some hidden children that just have been conceived by third parties and things like that. But that was coming through my spirit today, and we're seeing some evidence of some people that have gotten pregnant. Some people are pregnant, and it's fine for you to be pregnant. Congratulations, but there's also some illegitimate stuff that's gone on as well. So third parties really coming out here. This is the you know, trading thing. Somebody's turned their back on something. This is waiting for something to come in, okay, or they did something like that. This person standing over a lake of fire. Okay, so something's very much passionate, because we have the 8 of Wands here as well. We've got third parties and the heart's broken, and we've got legal stuff happening. And decisions, fair and just decisions is what it says to have to make. And so somebody's going to turn their back on something to make a fair and just decision to manifest something for all uprightness sake, then that's positive, especially if you're going to forgive yourself, forgive others, or at least tell yourself, I'm going to work through this right now. I'm ticked off. My God, I'm ticked off, and I'm not going to sit here. Eventually, I will get over this, and that's great. Take those steps to do that. Okay, it is a process, and you will probably have your days where you're just like, yeah, because I get it. I get it, okay? All of us have done something and been somewhere, and had that also happened to us as well. So we have the 9 of Cups. Some of y'all are dealing with a narcissist here, or an overindulger. Somebody's sitting there with their arms crossed as well. For some of you all, has been blocking somebody's happiness. If this is nothing more than just somebody in your own household. Some people aren't dealing with third-party, you know, sexual affairs and things like that. Some people got freaking family members that caused nothing but a freaking ruckus in your house as well, and traveled and came over in the holiday season, and things have got started and done something and just got conceived spiritually. Fire is spiritual energy, and so is air. It's thoughts. Okay, so what else you want to bring out here for today that we need to know about? But some people are, you know, going to turn their back on something and make their own decision and sit there and be happy. That's positive. That's positive. Then there's a wish fulfillment here for somebody. Okay, and so if you're dealing with your ex in some type of stupid situation, because last night's reading was horrible. Somebody is going to go to the pin, because yesterday it was really coming out really big. So we've got the Page of Cups, and we also have the 10 of Pentacles here, and that's inheritances, that's commitments and stuff like that. This is an announcement Then it's an announcement. This makes 10 cups. If somebody's going to turn their back on a couple things and now do something and do some trading and be, sweet and kind, then great. But we do have a heartache here. And if this was seduction, it was for some people, and whatever that seduction was, with children or teenagers being involved in some things for some of you all. This is death issues for some, and that's what the heartbreak has been about. And this is inheritances and things like that. Show me what this page is here for. Well, there's communication here about something, and obviously, that's being able to manifest whatever you need. That's also the Aleph head, and somebody gets up and leads a clan, or it's a strong family member who lays down a foundation in the Hebrew. But the magician is also a manipulator, okay, as well, in the negative of that. Somebody's standing up and not manifesting their ideas in all uprightness, then they're a freaking manipulator, and this is a seducing energy, and somebody was trying to get at somebody's money, I guess, or did something with because this is large sums of money. This is could be fraud issues that came out as well in some of y'all's situations. I mean, whatever's going on. Show me what the page is here for. What's this page here for? Again, it's a child. It's an announcement about children as well. We just seen the Empress, and she represents projects and family and children. She's a producer. She's always doing something, and she's beautiful type of energy as well. If she's in the upright, if she's not, she's lost her freaking value, and she's just somebody who just has children to lays down with whatever. We had prostitution last night in that reading that I did. Show me the announcement of the page. There's stubbornness here. So there's the temperance, and there is pregnancies, okay? This is a conception, and this is what I was talking about. So it's the sperm. This is a new generation. This is also watery energy by the river, because the noon represents river. This is coming back around and reconciling things. Now, if you are reconciling something, you're making a fair and just decision, and there's communication. Then there's communication. We have two communication cards here. If somebody else is freaking just out of their freaking head about somebody returning and having forgiveness, and there's something wrong with that other person, they still need to do the processing, I guess. I don't know your situation. Everybody's situation is different, so, whatever that is. But this definitely showing something about the husband is here, and a conception, and some type of a surprising announcement is here. This is also the law, and this can take you back to fortune as well. This is being stretched out. This can go back to exaggeration as well with this energy. I mean, we have law here. We have two law cards now out here. So whatever this, here's a law card as well, and the knight in shining armor, and being fair. This card represents a fair person. It's creative energy as well. Somebody is going to get a wish fulfillment in something, but I guess it's breaking somebody else's heart, or you've already, like I said, or you already went through really heartbreaking situation, and finally something's ending, because 10 is an ending, and it's going to finally just bring some type of happiness to you. You've already been so freaking stretched out in something, then that's great. But this is a new beginning, definitely showing itself out here. Let me just take some other cards here. So there's been deception around family and home, and that takes back to children as well. I want to take from this deck here. So if you are new, like I said, I use the living language and scripture and stuff like that, and this has a lot of moral laws and stuff that you and I should never cross the line about. And so anyway, whatever comes out will come out. Hopefully you pick it. So there's been some type of a rebuking or a reproving type of energy here. Something was corrupt because somebody's heart got broken. Maybe somebody even had a heart attack within something, whatever that was. If that's your boss, if it was your boss and something happened. So something is looking very good. This will take you back to luck. Okay, so regardless if there was a nasty person around situation, if you're in the upright, it's going to look good for you. Okay, something's happening here. There is true love. Well, again, if you are dealing with people that didn't like your connection, I'm talking to upright people. Okay, because people who are cheating and doing some nasty, that ain't love. That's a deception. Okay, if you have the moon out here, that's a deception to you. But, you know, I'm talking about people that are really in love and that somebody just had freaking cow about your connection or something like that, or your family didn't like it, or something happened with your children or something like that around something, then, you know, something has been corrupt around something. But something is looking very good. There's something legal, though, going on, or you work for the law. There's a runner here, and then we've got the park here. Okay, well, I'm dealing with the runner and something happened at the park, then I guess because children like to go to the park. We have a boss here as well. Well, we have a rebuke from something here. Okay? So this is bending the knee to drink from the pond as to present a gift. Okay. I don't know why that's written on this card like that. It's bending the knee to drink from a pond. This is a river. If somebody, and that takes us back to scripture. I'm here in Gideon, and I think the scripture stated, I think there was ended up being 300 people who, if they drank, they lapped with their hand or something like that. So many got to stay for the battle, and some of them got sent away, and I think that's probably why this is on here. Something to do with the river, though, is here, or a body of water. We had that come out yesterday, but the battle, you know, belongs to the Most High, and so whatever this reason why this come out, somebody has filled the palm with water, or bit down, did something by a pond, or maybe somebody's camping out and did drink from the pond. I don't know. Anyway, we did have a tent yesterday that came out in one of those readings, but we also have something about a gift being presented as well within whatever reason why that came out. It did let Jehovah speak on. There's a lawn mowing company here. Now, I will say that when we had a lawn mowing company come out in a couple of readings back, there was something about a riverbank there as well. So whatever connection that is, there's a connection there. We also have a singer here. We had somebody who sang karaoke last night in that reading that I did. We also have CNN. So we have news and things like that. Well, we've seen Fox News, we've seen the BBC come out, we don't get CNN out here, so whatever this is, people, whatever it is. Seen on TV. Okay, well, seen on TV, and somebody's been lovesick, and it's something positive is going to turn around for somebody. People, this is what come out, and take these energies how you need to. There's obviously some type of an announcement coming, and it's going to be a big announcement. If CNN is nothing else but just in your world, something's going to be known. Something's going to be known about some type of deception that's happened around a mother, a home, and children. Real big. There's a lot of money here. There's a lot of money here. And the boss will go back to the devil energy, can also go back to the boss. Obviously, there's been something here. Somebody's been heartbroken. There's a release. There has been a death. That's a death card. That's also the FBI. And this is an end of a phase or a situation, and some type of a transformation is here. Until next time, y'all, enjoy your day. Shalom.